beautiful teachers. I'm teacher Amy.
Hi, I'm Ross. Nice to meet you.
Hi everyone, my name is Teacher Vic.
Hello, BlingABC. My name is Teacher Andy.
Hi, this is Teacher May.
I am originally from Kansas, specifically Lawrence, Kansas. If you've ever been there, I highly recommend it. It's a really super cool town, but I currently live in Bulgaria. Why do I live here? Well, I came to visit, fell in love with it, and stayed. I love lots of things about it. I love the nature. I love the low cost of living. I especially love, for this job, I love the time zone. It's absolutely perfect. I have my mornings to myself, I teach in the afternoon, and then my evenings are free to do whatever, and I love that so much. I also really love the people, the food. I absolutely love the freedom. There's so much to love about living here in Bulgaria.
I'm from Colchester in England, and I'm currently living in Benoni, which is close to Johannesburg in South Africa. The reason I moved here is because being in a long distance relationship for 2 years can get quite difficult. So I packed up my things and I moved here, and I'm now living here with my wife.
I'm from the UK, as you can probably tell. I moved to Turkey, to Fethiye in 2002. I moved here because my husband is Turkish. We live on the Mediterranean coast. We have the Mediterranean Sea to swim in every day, and we can watch the paragliders as they fly over. It's a beautiful life.
I am from Newcastle in the United Kingdom. Guess what? I don't live in Newcastle in the United Kingdom. I live here in beautiful Hanoi City in Vietnam. I moved here over a year ago, and I followed my dream of traveling around the world and experiencing new cultures. It is one of the most magical places on the planet, and it's got the best street food you will eat. So welcome to Hanoi, Vietnam.
Well, I was born in Chicago a long time ago, and I currently live in Uruguay in South America. You might ask, why am I living here? Well, it was about like 2003. I was living in Miami, and I had AOL as my internet service provider. And I was a little curious about the chat rooms, and I got into a chat room, and I met somebody that happened to be from Uruguay. Well, I fell in love, and here I am. Love has brought me to Uruguay. I'm living here since 2007, and now we have 2 gorgeous kids. So, reason why. American, born in Chicago, living in Uruguay, South America. Why? Love.
I've been working with BlingABC for about 10 months. BlingABC is my current full-time job.
I started working for Bling this year. In July, I got my first classes, and I've been quite busy since then, which is amazing. It is my full-time gig. I work for another company in the mornings. I'm very lucky because I can work for Bling in the afternoons, daytime. It's fabulous. And I work for a different company in the mornings doing large classes in China. I love working for Bling. It's the best company ever.
So I've been working for BlingABC since April 2020. It is my full-time job, and I bring my passion of teaching and education to all of my wonderful students on the Bling platform. I generally work 6 days a week, and the time zone means that I teach on evenings. So I'm only 1 hour behind Beijing time. So my schedule starts around 4 p.m. and ends around 8 p.m. during the weekdays and on weekends too. It has been nearly a year with Bling, and it's been the best 9 months of teaching that I've ever had. Thank you, Bling!
I've been working for Bling since April 2019, so it would be a little bit over a year and a half. If we have to consider hours, it's not a full-time job, but it is my main income source.
I've now been with BlingABC for 2 full years. which is awesome. But BlingABC is my 6th company that I've worked for, and it is hands down my favorite company to work for. Bling is now my full-time gig. When I started with Bling, I was still contracted with 2 other companies, so I wanted to, differentiate a little bit, and I was with Magic Years, Go-Go Kid, and BlingABC at the same time. But I have since let those other contracts expire because I give all of my peak hours to BlingABC. Even though that is technically part-time, it's still all of the peak hours. So it's basically my full-time gig.
In terms of the timings, I'm so lucky. I'm only 5 hours behind Beijing, which means that I start teaching at about 12 or 12:50, depending on my first class. And I finish at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Also, my time zone doesn't change. We don't get daylight savings in Turkey, just like in China. So that's really handy. What I do in the summer, I'm very lucky. I get up, I go swimming after I've dropped my kids at school in the sea for like 1 or 2 hours. Then I come home, get showered, and I'm ready to teach. And I have so much energy. It's a bit cold for me, but my swimming partner is still swimming. She's a bit mad.
So the working hours at Bling mean that I can enjoy beautiful cities and beautiful parts of this amazing country here in Vietnam. So as I'm filming now, it is just past lunchtime. Me and some friends have enjoyed some beautiful Cafe Suda here in Vietnam, which is coffee with condensed milk, the favorite here in northern Vietnam. And I get to experience things that I love, such as going hiking in northern Vietnam, and also spending time with my friends, trying out new food, restaurants, and places to go around Hanoi. It's a great job to have that I can work around what suits me and my students' classes as well.
Well, living in Uruguay is a great advantage considering time difference. There is a difference of 11 hours. I am 11 hours behind. So my mornings are their evenings. The last Bling class would finish at 9 p.m. their time. It would be 10 a.m. my time, so it's a great way to start the day. The earliest I start at 6 a.m. and I finish at 10 a.m. So awesome for me. It's a great schedule. I really like it. It gives me energy. So I wake up and I have a lot of energy the rest of the day because of the kids. So good.
Well, I suppose I really schedule my entire day around my lessons, but that is one of my absolute favorite things about living in Eastern Europe is the time zone. The time zone is absolutely perfect for this job. So I have my mornings to myself. The afternoons I teach in the afternoons, and then my evenings are free to, under normal circumstances, go out or, do whatever I want with my evenings. So it is absolutely the perfect schedule in Eastern Europe because peak time in Beijing is the middle of the afternoon here, and it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite things about living in this part of the world. It's absolutely perfect for this job.
BlingABC fits into my schedule really well, really well. On weekdays I work from around 12 till 3, and on weekends I work more. It allows me to not only concentrate on my BlingABC job, but to concentrate on other parts, other hobbies and other jobs that I have to do. I can do them in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, so BlingABC fits into my schedule really well.
My teaching experience comes from about 9 years of teaching experience in schools and online. I have worked for lots of other companies before during my teaching career. However, Bling is where my heart is. It is the best online company that I've worked for. The way we get to express ourselves in lessons, and of course, the best thing about Bling is the students like yourself who are watching. You bring classes alive. We love having you in class as teachers, and Bling is my favorite thing that I look forward to each and every day.
Yes, I do work for another company, but it's totally different to Bling. It's just chatting. It's very flexible regarding the scheduling and the canceling policies. The pay is 50% of what I get paid in Bling. So I always choose Bling. Bling is my first option. And then the others are like supplemental income, because my day with Bling finishes at 10 a.m. So I have the rest of the day to work a little bit more.
Yes, I did previously work for other companies. My first company ever was EF. I was not with them for very long. That was very brief. But I did work for VIP Kid and BlingABC for quite a long time, for about 6 months, at least, minimum 6 months. And then I joined Magic Ears and GoGo Kid and BlingABC kind of all around the same time, because I wanted to switch from BlingABC. There were all sorts of things happening with them at the time, and I wanted to move on. But BlingABC is absolutely my favorite. I love the curriculum. The pay is so much better. I love how well we're compensated for our time and expertise, and I really love the staff. They're so professional, and they treat us like people, not like numbers on a screen, and I really have nothing but good things to say.
I don't work for any other companies other than BlingABC. And from what I've heard from friends and family and other people, I'm pretty sure that BlingABC is the best.
I worked for another company before I started teaching with Bling from October 2018 till July this year. And they were okay, but I had no idea we would get such amazing support with Bling. I thought my old company were quite okay with that, but I had no idea. Now I have the marvelous Silva looking after me. Shout out to Silva, she's awesome. And it is amazing. I love the training we're getting with Bling. I love the support we get from our admins, but also from all the other departments. It's fantastic. I work for another company in the mornings, in my mornings, and that works great because the hours do not clash with Bling. That is teaching in a large classroom in China. So my big face is over the smart board in China, and that's quite fun. But Bling is fantastic. It's so professional. It's where it's at.
Even though I started working with Bling way before we had any idea of the pandemic coming, Bling has been a lifesaver. I became the main source of income for my family. Since my husband works as a carpenter and a welder, he was not having that much work. Plus, we were not able to go out. So yes, working from home was extremely convenient. Plus, I was in the company during last spring. That was like awesome. So yes, Bling has been the best during this pandemic. Absolutely. Yes, no problems at all. A lot of support and a lot of help.
Working with Bling has been an absolute blessing during this time, because when the shutdown started across Europe, I was actually in Berlin. So I live in Sofia in Bulgaria, and I was in Berlin applying for my visa to stay longer term in Bulgaria when everything shut down and all the borders closed. So I was kind of trapped in Berlin for 4 months before the borders reopened and I was able to return to Sofia. And during that whole time, my income was not affected at all. Because I was teaching remotely, I was able to continue teaching my classes like normal, just in Germany instead of Bulgaria. And it shifted my whole schedule, an hour earlier because of the time zone. But other than that, it really didn't affect my day-to-day so much. And I am so grateful to Bling for that. That was such a blessing.
In all honesty, I'm not sure what I would be doing this year if it wasn't for BlingABC. BlingABC has given me the financial stability to help me get through this year. At the beginning of the year, me and my wife tried to start a videography business, which obviously went downhill very quickly, but luckily it's starting to pick up again. BlingABC is great. I'm very grateful for everything it's done for me and all the amazing people that I've managed to meet online.
Working for Bling during the pandemic has been amazing. Obviously, I'm so grateful to be working from home. I used to work in a K-12 school for 9 years here in Turkey teaching English, and I was working with the the primary students, they were sneezing on me, coughing on me, pretty much licking my face every day. And I got so sick. I got pneumonia a couple of years ago, and I had to stop working for a month, which was a nightmare. So this is incredible. I feel safe at home. My children are actually having their classes online at the moment. My husband is here to keep an eye on them, but it's great knowing that I am here as well. I love that. It's just been fantastic. We've had sort of financial security, really, working for Bling. I haven't had to stop my job. He can't work in tourism at the moment because the tourism season is very bad due to the pandemic. So working for Bling has been amazing. I think it's fair to say it's changed my life.
Over the past 9, 10, 11 months, as you know, worldwide, we've been hit by a global pandemic. And unfortunately, it has taken a toll on many people's livelihoods around the world, especially in tourism, hospitality, and even education. Now, I'm super fortunate enough to have BlingABC as my full-time job. It is something I wake up every morning and look forward to logging into class and seeing my wonderful students. It has allowed me to continue in a beautiful city where I'm at here in Hanoi, Vietnam, and I'm so lucky to be part of the BlingABC's family that has supported me throughout this pandemic across the world.